pairs. Catherine will be evaluating Sabrina's storytelling project 2. Catherine's favourite thing about spring is also daffodils. So maybe Catherine and Helen could go pick daffodils. Please welcome up on stage Catherine.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. It's my pleasure to evaluate Sabrina's speech this morning, A Wonky Nose. Now, Sabrina came up here and she really started, with a bang. She said, quite early on, she said, "You won't be needing this anymore." Bang! And just, you could just see her heart just tumbling and splattering on the ground. And that, I think, really set the scene that this was going to be a speech that packed an emotional punch. And for me, it definitely did. So in terms of the structure of Sabrina's speech, I thought it was really fluid, and there were lots of sort of little pace changes along the way that made it really interesting. It sort of had these moments of honesty and really heartfelt, heart-wrenching honesty actually, and was very, very personal. And I really respected Sabrina for that, because I think that's really brave, and I don't think I'd be able to do the same thing as well as she did. Then she sort of had a step change in the middle where she kind of said, well, I thought I'd wake up and I'd feel really empowered and I'd get my revenge body, but it didn't quite happen like that. So this was really interesting sort of, variety of energy levels in this speech. And then she sort of went a little bit introspective again, went back to her childhood, did a bit of soul searching, and then realised it was, the reason why what this awful man had said to her was so hurtful was because she was thinking it herself. So I think, despite all this, she still managed to have some moments of humour in this, and which I thought worked well and sort of slightly broke the tension. My one recommendation, I have a couple of very small recommendations actually, is to maybe look at the linkage and transitions of her speech. So I think actually it seemed to me maybe like 3 or 4 sort of separate elements, but perhaps needed something to tie them together a little bit more smoothly. I also thought, and probably linked to this, she sort of went and referred to her notes and moved back and forwards a little bit, and I think that also kind of broke the attention and the flow of the speech. But she ended with one of my absolute favourite quotes from one of my favourite authors, Roald Dahl, and I think that actually, it was then when her speech title clicked with me, A Wonky Nose. But the main thing I took away from this is you don't always remember the words that people say when they speak to you in speeches, but what you do remember is the way that they make you feel. And what Sabrina did was she really endeared herself to us and sparked strong emotion. And I just wanted to hug her and I just wanted to punch that arsehole in the face. So thank you, Sabrina.